Although there have been open discussions and updates about this game over the last 2 years since it was first revealed, there has been plenty excitement and huge amounts of anticipation over this new horror game coming our way following 3 years of teasers. With a few horror titles already out and coming out soon, let's run through what we can expect from the Callisto Protocol.
They're evolving.
Hi guys, it's Love Gaming Retro and today another episode of Let's Play. First things first, I'm expecting, and I'm sure plenty others are expecting, a game that somewhat reminds us all of the Dead Space games, but we will find out why that may not be the case. So let's make a start with 5 things you need to know about Callisto Protocol. Starting at number 5. This game, which is developed by Striking Distance Studios, is a story-driven game that takes place in 2320 on the dead Jupiter moon of Callisto. You will take on the role of Jacob Lee, who is imprisoned in the Black Iron prison in Callisto's high security setting. Throughout the game, you will explore the colony and uncover its mysteries and what part the United Jupiter Company play behind the scenes.
Who did this? And why?
It's like someone's trying to cover up what's happening here.
Who is the principal operator of the Black Iron prison colony on Callisto. An employee of Jacob's finds an abandoned place in a different world that's infested with monsters and creatures, and you'll be forced to outrun and survive against these scary looking creatures, monsters and more. Schofield tells us that the story will be told through combat, through the cold corridors of the Black Iron prison, in the environments, and via cinematics interspersed with all the action. He goes on to say that one way we tell the story is through other characters through cinematics, and we have around 45 minutes to an hour of that alone.
The different environments allow for different types of scares, that they allow for different ways for the enemies to come across you, and they allow for different places, different types of combat for you as well. So we tried to mess it up as much as possible and just make each area unique.
And the developers have also confirmed that they want this to be the most scariest gaming experience ever. So far, that award goes to Resident Evil The Village. That game scared the hell out of me, so I'm eager to see how spooked out I'll be with this one.
Don't leave. I can't let you.
You're still alive, huh? Before my friends murder you!
Does the Callisto Protocol have a connection with another popular game? And if so, how? Stick around as we will be finding out more on that at the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment if you love reviews and news on PlayStation games, as it will continue helping this channel grow. Moving on to number 4. The Callisto Protocol will take us through approximately 12 to 14 hours of pure horror to complete the core story. However, we will get the chance to see more of the Black Iron prison and the horrors contained inside by something called beta paths, which will add an element of replayability and will encourage conversations between players who take different routes to finish. Jacob Lee has the choice of several weapons such as a club, pistol or shotgun. He will also use a device known as a GRP, which enables him to attract and repel environmental elements and enemies. This will probably be used in combat while solving environmental puzzles. This will be a third-person, single-player, story-driven survival horror game, and the reason there's no co-op is because the developers understand that being alone is the most scariest experience, and I kind of agree with them on this one. It will contain both ranged and hand-to-hand combat in some form to fight enemies known as biophages. There will also be extreme weather that suggests that the environmental hazards will play a part in some way for the player. This game will provide a sense of tension through extreme exploration as well as dark atmospheric levels, whilst giving you the enjoyment of gruesome combat against these scary creatures. The only way to survive is to hack off and blast away limbs, wrench enemies into dangerous components of the environment with a gravity gun, or pummeled flesh into mulch in heavy melee combat. If you get scared easily, I'd recommend staying away. At number 3, is this just Dead Space 4 rather than us all making out this is its own game? Although there are many similarities, the developers have confirmed that the combat is different in this game compared to Dead Space. You can decide what you want to do. There's melee in this game, there's stealth, and there's a weapon system which you upgrade through skill trees. Then, as we've mentioned before, there's the GRP, which is the advanced gravity gun, where now you can pick up enemies. That introduces sandbox elements in that you can pick stuff up around the world. You can use the enemies as meat shields, throw them into fans or into other enemies as well. And with all this, you can also pick the way you want to go through the game. I think it's a great idea when a game allows you the opportunity and provides options for your journey. At least this way, even after completing the game, you can try out different routes the second time, meaning the experience stays scary without repetition. I don't know about you, but without a nice cup of coffee, I will not be able to have the drive to continue doing YouTube or anything else. So if you want to see me continue with this channel and continue growing, please help me keep the drive with buying me a coffee, with the link below in the description. Moving on at number 2, the Callisto Protocol will launch on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, as well as Xbox One. So it seems like it's coming to all current and previous gen consoles. Again, we will keep experiencing this until PlayStation and Xbox are ready to cut away from their older consoles, but until they get the newer consoles in people's hands, this will still be the case going forward. And yes, those who haven't got the current gen consoles, prepared to get scared as well. Maybe not in the same amount of graphics, but I doubt that will even save you. And now at number 1. The Callisto Protocol release date is locked for December 2nd, 2022 and will be priced at $49.90 for the current gen and $44.99 for the previous gens. With the day one edition, you get extra exclusive additional content which seem pretty cool. The Callisto Protocol was part of PUBG, at least that's how it was announced back when the first teasers came out in the game. Something changed during development though, with the Callisto Protocol eventually spinning out into its own IP that no longer takes place in the PUBG universe. So let's move on to comment of the day, where we have Larry the P, who said played God of War 1, 2 on the PS2, 3 on the PS3, God of War on the PS4, and now we'll be playing Ragnarok on the PS5. What a journey since the very beginning in 2005. So Larry P, I have to say you sound like a completely loyal fan to the God of War franchise, and I'd have to join you on that, but I haven't played as many as you have. So thanks for the comment, and that's all for today. So let me know what you think, leave your comments below. If you like this video, click like. If you're not subscribed, now is the best time to do so. I upload great new videos every week. The best way to see them first is to be subscribed to the channel, so click subscribe and also click on enable notifications. And a huge thank you for watching another episode of Let's Play. You can follow me on social media platforms at Love Gaming Retro. I'll see you next week with another video, so stay with Love Gaming Retro for much more reviews and news, all for you.